So Eri, we caught a little bit of your training ahead of what is 100% the hardest and toughest fight of your Quest career. Saturday, November the 18th, you're going to be fighting Cornai Scott, defending your national light heavyweight title, and this looks set to be, as I say, the biggest fight of your career. So first and foremost, how are you? How's training going? And how are you feeling ahead of the big fight?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for coming. It was a good camp until now. Everything is going right. Training, food, the weight, everything is going perfect. And we're looking forward for this match. It's going to be like a very good match. He's a strong boy, so we will see how it's going.
When we look back at your last performance, obviously a terrific fight against Adam Smith, stopped him in the final round of the contest with some brutal punches that gave the referee no choice but to stop the fight. But you know, when you look back at that fight, it was definitely the hardest fight of your Quest career. How would you rate your performance? How do you think you performed in that fight?
It was one of the best fights. I can't rate it perfect. It wasn't. I made a few mistakes. It wasn't very 100% of me, but it was a good fighter. We exchanged so many shots, and by the end we stopped it with nice shots in the 5th round. It was good. The referee done the best thing to stop it because it was keep going again, but it was a good fight. It was a very good fight.
Would you say that, you know, from all of the fights you've had, you've never been defeated in your boxing career, but looking back at that fight, would you say that that was the hardest fight you've ever had?
I can't say it's the hardest fight. The hardest fight also are always in the sparrings. That's why you train everything and you get ready for it. Fights, you just there. It's like a celebration there. You know, you just go. It's a quick 4 or 5 rounds. So there is just a victory part. You know.
But you enjoyed the fight.
The fight was very good. I actually enjoyed. I can't wait for the 18th of November. Can't wait to fight with Scott. We will see. It's gonna be a nice fight. Looking forward everybody to come to watch it. So it's gonna be a good show.
I watched your fight back yesterday against Adam Smith, and there was a particular point in the fight where you were exchanging shots. You caught him with a nice uppercut and a little sort of a clipping hook, yeah. And you kind of rested on his shoulder, and you gave a little smile, yeah, those were good shots. I like those shots. But you know, this fight against Cornai Scott, it's a really interesting fight because you've both fought Adam Smith in the competition. Yeah. Cornai Scott has fought him twice. The first time it was a draw, the second time he won on points. So it's a very interesting fight as we've seen you against the same opponent. Obviously, you stopped Adam Smith in the 5th round of your fight with him. But I want to look at this fight because Cornai Scott is a very different opponent probably to the ones you faced previously. You know, he's incredibly strong. He's very aggressive. He's technically probably not as well schooled as Adam Smith, and that isn't sort of to disrespect Cornai Scott because he's beaten Adam Smith, he's beaten Reece Collins in his last fight. He is a very aggressive fighter, but in terms of technical ability, many would say that, you know, Adam Smith was technically a better fighter, although you've both beaten him. So how do you rate Cornai Scott? What type of fighter do you think Cornai Scott is?
I think that Scott is very good fighter. He's strong, physically strong. I don't think he's like how you said, very well schooled as the last opponent. But I think he can make a good match, you know. It's gonna be a hard fight, it's gonna be a war. So we train every day, twice a day, every day, we train hard, getting ready for that moment. So when we go there, we just succeed again.
He's gonna come forward. He's going to throw shots, and from all of your previous fights, it's kind of like a mirror image. You come forward, you're strong, you're aggressive, you throw shots. I can't see this being anything other than you both meet in the middle of that ring, you're both going to exchange shots, and really, I think it's just going to boil down to who wants it more and who's got the better chin. So, you know, when you look at Cornai Scott coming into this fight, what do you think you have to do in this fight to not only be the first person to beat Cornai Scott, but also still retain your undefeated record?
This is going to be my first defense, but for every fighter, in every fight is going to be a different strategy, you know. For every fighter got a different mentality, a different strategy, punches, like the rhythm. Someone they go short, someone they go long. But for me, like we've been training like for him. We changed like a little bit of for last fight, so we're gonna see that on 18th of November.
I know it's going to be a fight that is really going to sort of light up the arena. You bring a huge support. Cornai Scott brings a huge support. In sparring, obviously, different opponents, you bring in different sparring. How hard has sparring been ahead of this fight?
Sparring is good. It's everything going right. We have like some very good sparring partners, so I can say like it's very very good, you know, because like changing sparring partners, but in the same time like improving sparring partner. Like every fight we just go like forward and forward. So the opponent can be stronger, but the sparring partner is gonna be like double stronger. So that's why I said like I meant like, you know, like the war is like inside the ring here. So when we go there, we just like it's just a fight, like end of the fight there.
Like I said to you, I see Cornai Scott being your toughest opponent, but on the night, how do you see this fight going when the first bell sounds and you and Cornai Scott are standing facing each other and the referee lets the fight start? What do you see happening?
I think it's just gonna go like first in the middle, and after it's gonna who's tougher and who's willing to win more is gonna take the fight slowly.
And are you confident that on Saturday, November the 18th, you enter as champion and you leave as champion?
That's 100% like what I think and what I will do. You know, that's the only option. No other option.
Well, it is a fantastic fight in prospect. It's the 2023 season finale at Epsom Racecourse. You are the national champion. Cornai Scott is the regional champion. Both undefeated. Both coming into this fight confident that you're going to win the fight. And when you've got those ingredients, you know that the fans are in for something special. So, as I say, I know we've seen you training. I know you've had a long session this morning, so you're probably ready to rest now and sort of recover. But we look forward to seeing you defending your title at Epsom Racecourse. And like I say, it is possibly going to be fight of the night. Eri Selgjekaj defends his national light heavyweight title up against fellow undefeated challenger Cornai Scott.
Thank you.